Hey friends, this is the Miss Volfie from our half-acre homestead. Well, from Luskville, because we're at the last drag races of the year in Luskville, Quebec. And it's Thanksgiving weekend. So, I've got to make a pumpkin pie. I'm going to make dinner too. Not going to be turkey, because we only have a little oven here in the motor coach. I know, can you hear the engines? It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So let's make a pumpkin pie. Now, I'm sorry folks, you're just gonna have to live with the sound of the engines because, well, we are near the track this time. Now, I've pre-prepped a few things. I've got my pie shell that I made yesterday before we left. I have a cup of my home canned pumpkin, 2 eggs, some evaporated milk, and in here I have 3/4 of a cup of sugar mixed in with a teaspoon and a half of pumpkin pie spice and a teaspoon of molasses for that brown sugar flavor. Okay, first things first, and we got eggs, and we got to get them beaten. I don't have a hand mixer here. I don't have even a whisk. I don't know why I don't have a whisk. But Daddy has this habit of bringing his dirty dishes in from the coach to go through the dishwasher and then not taking them back out. So I told him, from now on, you gotta keep your dishes in the coach and wash them by hand if you're gonna be out here. All right, there's our eggs. I have the worst can opener on the face of the earth, so I'm just gonna do this by hand. Just a little pop. Simple as that. And we are going to mix, I don't know, maybe a half a can of condensed milk in here with the eggs. Want to make sure it's creamy enough. And now, in goes our pumpkin. And don't ask me, oh my goodness, don't ask me if I've made a video for this, because I have not. Because look at the consistency of my pumpkin. It is not like store-bought pumpkin. And getting the consistency correctly for canning is a concern. That's why they tell you you cannot home can pumpkin. Okay. I think we're gonna add a little more milk there. There we go. And our sugar and our pumpkin pie spice and our molasses, which I should have mixed a little better. But this is gonna, oh, I smell it already, that pumpkin pie spice. Gotta make sure you break up the molasses. If you're gonna pre-prepare your sugar like I did, I just mixed it with the pumpkin pie spice and the molasses, you might want to put it through the food processor so that you're not stuck, like me, breaking up chunks of molasses. We are going to prick the bottom of this and pop it in the oven for a few minutes just to kind of firm up, and then we will get our pie in the oven. Again, sorry for the noise, folks. My pastry is par cooked now. I put it in the oven and I pricked it with a fork, but it's still puffed up. Thank you. All right, let's get our pie filling in here. And into the oven. This goes at 350 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to start preps for dinner. I've got a casserole dish, and here I have 3 beautiful pieces of boneless chicken breast. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some bacon. Well, first, let's move the bacon over onto the bacon package. But first, I'm going to just put a little bit of pepper. I don't have a lot of seasonings out here. And if you'll notice, I'm not going I'm not going to be putting salt on these. They're doing their time trials right now, folks, because I'm wrapping them in bacon. So all I'm going to do is just dust them with a little bit of onion powder and pepper. That's all it needs. And now I'm just going to wrap these puppies in bacon. Why? Because they're skinless and they're boneless. And we want them to be juicy and tender, right? So, what tenderizes that better than bacon? Whoops. And into the casserole dish that goes. Beautiful, Clark. Look at that. Bacon wrapped chicken breasts. What I've got here is some little red potatoes. Now you see me drying them with a napkin here. That's because butter won't stick to water. Okay? So now here come the cars again. I'm sorry, folks, you're just going to have to live with it. It is at the drag strip. And I'm just going to poke these all over with a fork just a couple of times. They have been washed and scrubbed. Now, each potato is going to get rubbed with butter. This butter just came out of the fridge, so it's kind of cold, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way with my hands. And we're just going to rub butter all over each potato, just enough so that it sticks to the skin. Why do we want it to stick to the skin? Because we're going to put garlic on it, and the garlic will stick to the butter. Garlic, butter, potatoes, win-win. I'm going to dust these with garlic powder before I put them in, because I don't necessarily want to dust my bacon with garlic powder. So we'll just put some on here, and then we're just going to put potatoes everywhere. So I'll be back later when I put this in the oven. So there is our pumpkin pie. It has a little divot there, but not bad for my first time in a gas oven. And I've just taken this out of the oven. It's been in for about 40 minutes, and now I'm going to put it back in without the foil. This is looking pretty mighty fine. Let's see if I know how to cook on a gas stove. Oh, and juicy. Look at that. All right, let's eat. How's your Thanksgiving dinner?
Awesome.
Do you like the bacon wrapped chicken?
It's awesome. Very good.
Awesome. There you go.
Most of my
There's Papa's hunk of pumpkin pie. Yeah, I'm not going to bother putting a little bit of whipped cream on it because it's just not worth it.
That's not enough whipped cream.
One of Dad's little party favors that I never got around to mess
We
with.
can live without turkey and stuffing,
Tug it up.
but not pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, eh, dear?
So, I came out of hiding. Boy, there's safety in numbers.
Awesome.
Thanks, honey. This is the Mrs. Volfie from Luskville Raceway. Thanksgiving weekend. We didn't have turkey, we didn't have stuffing, but it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without pumpkin pie. Hope you enjoyed our untraditional Thanksgiving dinner. Take care, God bless.